Muffin, muffin, muffin. That was 175 grams of margarine, not butter. I'm going to hand whip it until it's soft, then start gradually adding 200 grams of sugar, and then I'm going to add 3 medium to large eggs and 2 tablespoons of vanilla. Be very patient here and add everything gradually until it becomes soft and ready to add everything else. These are muffins, and I decided to make muffins with a whipped cream and mango frosting just because currently I have a friend who sees mangoes every day. It's mango season and she's in the mango trade, and all she sees is mangoes whole day. And I was like, why don't I make a video so she can see mangoes again? Don't forget to scrap up the sides so that everything is mixed well, and then continue whipping until it all becomes soft and you're sure that your sugar has dissolved into other ingredients. I used brown sugar, so that took quite a while. And that was 1 flat teaspoon of salt added into our butter mix to blend well. Now we're going to start adding flour. That was 350 grams of flour that I had mixed with 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, and that is 150 mils of milk. You're not supposed to use a hand whisk at this stage, so you just patiently use your little spatula to mix everything in until all the flour lumps have smoothed into your butter, until all the milk has blended in and everything is soft and luscious and delicious and ready to be added in tins. There I add the rest of the milk. I keep on folding. This was my first time folding. Before, when I used this recipe, I just went on with my hand whisk throughout. But this time I decided to be a professional lady chef and folded with my spatula. This is quite some hand exercise, but it was worth it. According to the people who ate it, they said this was the most delicious muffins I had ever made. Funny thing is, I had used this recipe a dozen times before, so it had to be the folding because this is not the first time I made these muffins. So using a ice cream scooping spoon and my little spatula, I add the mixture into tins. I chose a large tin because I wanted monster muffins, so I took a lot of time. I put almost around 5 spoons of the ice cream scoop mixture with an ice cream scoop spoon, and the mixture was in in every single space of the tin. So these were going to be large muffins. And I know muffins usually don't have frosting, cupcakes too, but I mean, I'm eating them, so who was to say what? As usual, I left nothing behind, and that was ready. I put them in a preheated oven at 200 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes, and it was ready. So here I'm doing my frosting. I just approximated here. I put some whipped cream in a bowl, whipped it until I thought it was well whipped, and I had already blended 2 mangoes before I started the whipping. So after this, I come in with my mangoes, I approximate the measurements too, and then I start my dear folding method. My hand had the best workout that day, and sadly it was only one hand. It was only my right hand. What happened to the left? What was holding on to the bowl, so it still did work. Everything is blended in. All the lumps are gone. The lumps I'm always scared of, but they all went in and it was all fine. So I didn't bring in any frosting equipment. I just put the whipped cream and mango mixture in a plastic bag. I came in with my scissor, cut the little edge, and then put them on the muffin. I should have probably started like The muffin is already like a mountain shape, so I should have just put some at the top so that it wouldn't like drip slobber down, but I did it anyways. But it was the most delicious frosting I had ever tasted. Delicious.